call this for that water leak on days, so we're there 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, providing service, and all these folks do great jobs for us. How?
Yes, sir. Mine's clear. You ready?
I'm going to say
Very quickly, talk to you about your Public Works Department. On the left-hand side, the Public Works operations consists of about 35 folks. We have actually 12 in the street side, and they maintain your 200 plus miles of road, plus the 60 or 70 miles of storm drain and 900 storm drain inlets, and all the sidewalks and all the stuff that goes horizontal that carries water around the city that's not pipe. They actually are maintaining that. The water group consists of 8 people, and we have 230 miles of various size water lines, ranging from 2-inch to 30-inch size. Gary mentioned the repair we had recently, the 24-inch. That's not the largest one, but that's we don't have many 30 inches, but we do. This last weekend, they actually spent Friday and Saturday repairing an 8-inch line that was underneath a box culvert on Del Paso. And they had to go, it was about 10 feet deep. And they spent 2 days repairing that leak that some way wasn't as big as my finger. But we had water coming up and had to repair it. And you never know until you get into these things what you've got. And so they did get that finished about noon on Saturday. The sewer department, we have 180 miles of sewer line, and those lines range from 2 inches to 24 inches, and we actually have 5 people that maintain those lines and do the service calls and respond to all the citizen issues that we have. The traffic and animal control, we have 3 animal control officers that actually deal with all those calls. We have 1 person that deals with the traffic signals and school zone lights and those type of things, and we have 1 sign person that takes care of the thousands of signs that we have across the city. The James Witt is the new Assistant Public Works Director. He just came on board about 2 or 3 weeks ago and is doing a good job. The other side of the house is the engineering side, and we actually have 2 engineers that actually do the project management, some design work, all the review for development services that actually has to do on the engineering side. We have 2 inspectors. One is a full-time inspector, and the other one is a contract inspector. And they are inspecting all the work that goes on, not only the city's work, but the stuff that happens in the right-of-way from our developers. And then we have a stormwater, 1 person in stormwater that manages that program. Just a little quick update on some of the projects that we've got going on that the engineers and the inspectors work on. We started at the top of Glade Park, Rio Grande. Grand. And I'm not going to say Grandy, whatever. But that project is underway. We actually placed the bridge beams a week or so ago. They'll start doing that. We should start paving the concrete. We would have started Monday, but I don't know what this rain is doing to that process. We're actually cutting final grade on that street, and we'll be able to start that process as soon as it dries out enough. They expect to have that work done in September, and that road will be completely open across the creek and be done. Brazos is under, that's not right either. What that bridge, that B Street up there is, you remember I live in Arkansas.
That's correct.
Is it? Okay. Well, that one is actually ready to go to design, and hopefully we'll be able to get that out on the streets before the July break. And the plan is to have it completed before Christmas, and that will complete those the roadways in that area that we're doing. The Glade Park phase 1 up there, that's residential, that's under construction. They brought in their batch plant. They're ready to go to work and doing that as well. You move down to the right, the reclaimed water system pump station. That project, the pipes in place, the pump station is basically completed. We found out during this meeting that we have one piece that won't be delivered for several more weeks, which is going to delay us being able to open that when we want it to. But hopefully we'll be done by the end of June to be able to open that, unless I can get that piece in quicker. That pump station, we are coordinating, we're actually going out to the users now, getting them to sign up. We're finally ready to deliver water almost, and we have to do the sign-up process. The Dominion, Bear Creek, and the Preserve is underway. The first phase is done. They're actually pouring the foundation for their first, what do you call this show?
Model home.
Model home, thank you. That is in the ground, and then the Preserve, they're actually doing their soil removal and stabilization on the right-hand side there. We have finished the sanitary sewer rehab project that began a few months ago in the area down by Cullum. Cullum will start either this week or next week, actually removing the old pavement and coming in to go to final grade on Cullum, and so that should be finished in the next few months. El Camino is, we should award that in the next month or so to do that in sewer line. That was wrong, sir? Okay.
Real.
Oh, El Camino, well. Real. I can't win with this. But that project is ready to go, design is done, and will be awarded. So that's basically what our engineer group takes care of on a day-by-day basis, and again, we appreciate the opportunity to serve this community. Any questions?
Question on the project?
I have a question about the Bear Creek Parkway pump station.
Yes.
What is that going to look like when it's finished?
Well, I think it's basically finished.
Well, number one, if that building is going to stay there, there's not the proper setback from the street. It's right on the street. And number two, it's not masonry.
Well, we'll double check. It is where it's staying.
It's going to be just like it is now.
Where it is. It is there. I mean, we'll double check the setback. It's supposed to be the proper setback. We'll double check it. And it does not look like it. It is masonry. It's a concrete building.
Oh, it is.
And, but there is some landscaping that will go around.
That hasn't been done.
Yeah, you will not, it will virtually disappear over time. But it's, and I don't know what that setback, I don't know what it is, what is the setback from,
No, I don't.
but we'll verify it. It's, but it is,
I hope you'll have to move.
I can't imagine that it's not the proper setback, but we'll absolutely verify. But it absolutely is a concrete building. There's no doubt about that. It's painted. The difficulty of that was to, there was some thought that perhaps we could more match the wall there, and decided it would be the appearance of the wall. Part of it was cost, part of it was if we weren't careful, it would look like the courthouse building that is recently tore down that whole work would make it look like something neglected. So we did landscaping and covered that.
The plan is to plant trees out on the street side to actually cover some of that area.
Yeah, so Chris was saying that the setback is going to be, we'll verify that. I can't read the rest of it. No, it will get to looking like that. I mean, part of it is a huge purple tanks. They got to be purple basket tanks. It can be, I think it will look much better. I share some of your concerns. We talked about that several times internally about the appearance and the landscaping will make it much better. We'll get you an exact measurement on setback.
It's at least 20 feet.
And that is, does everybody know where all that stuff is? We talked about, the Common Drive runs off Highway 10, that's the road that the Fruit Milking Center, the museum, the Heritage Park is on. Where is that FY13 sanitary sewer rehab project now?
It's all around Column there, in the adjacent neighborhoods, within a block or two of Column.
The preserve and the Dominion at Bear Creek, that is on either side of Bear Creek Parkway, just south of Midway. And the reclaimed water pump station that Mr. Porterfield was referring to, that is just north of Midway. That system, and the label is up far north, that's the end of the system run at this point. But the pump station is much further to the south, they're just north of Midway. Which probably all know where the Lake Park in El Real is the street that separates the West Hill Hills now from the townhomes there in Marsdale, is just to the west of there. So that's where all that stuff is. Lots of projects, lots of work going on, and not many people, as you probably see, that you've heard some pretty good numbers there from police and fire, but the public works staff